I know a lot of people, including myself, have been looking for videos on how to customize your Hohner Panther. My Hohner Panther here that I got for Christmas, I decided to go ahead and start working on it. Show you some of the things that I've kind of done to it. But as you can see, I got the custom grill here, Big Show grill. Put some decals on it. There you'll see some custom buttons that I put on there, and you can probably see on that side as well, button there for the bellows release. You'll also see how I have a Hohner adjustable strap that I put on there. On this side, you'll see that I actually put the bellows strap here to close it. Makes it look nice, makes it look custom, different than what a normal Hohner Panther looks like, obviously. Same thing for the other side. I'll kind of show the other side as well. Yeah, that's what that side looks like. And what I'm going to show here is how to change out the buttons. You'll see here how I've already changed a few of them out on the right here. So first step we want to do here is we want to, for the Hohner Panther, is we have to remove the bottom plate. This bottom plate here is held on by 5 screws. I've already taken them off, but basically it's just 5 little screws there. And set this back down. You'll see how just kind of tilt it over. I was getting stuck here. Tilt it over, let the bottom fall out. You'll see how excuse me, I'll show some of the detail here for the way the buttons look underneath here. It is a bit difficult, and I recommend that you go very slowly. And when you're doing this, make sure that you have the right tools. Last thing that you want to do is bend one of these and bend one of these rods, and then it'll mess up the way the sound comes, because you'll probably have a leak. So just make sure that you take your time, do it slowly, have all the right tools. This way it'll come out good. So what we're gonna do basically is, on these rods here, I have a plastic welder. You can also use a soldering iron. But what I do is I basically just put the welder on here, on this area here. And you'll see that what it does basically is it just kind of heats up this rod. Once it heats this up, then I'm going to take some pliers, hold this rod, and with the screwdriver, I'm going to push this button down. So I'm going to go ahead and do one of them here. All right, so as I was mentioning, what you want to do is you want to place the rod, place this heating element right on the rod here. This way it basically heats it up. I'm trying to get it close to it without melting the plastic. Just kind of hold it on there for a little bit, let it heat up. Once it heats up for a little bit, then what you do is you take some pliers and you hold the rod itself while pushing down with the screwdriver. And you'll see just a little bit of effort, it actually comes off. So once it's off, it makes it easier, obviously, to put the other one on and move on to the next ones. Let me show again the way the process is. Again, I'm going to hold it close to the plastic, but not too close, so that this way it doesn't melt the plastic. Again, what you want to do is basically just heat up this rod so that way it gets hot enough to where it almost kind of melts the plastic on the inside of it and helps the plastic button fall off. So I'll give it a little bit, maybe count to like 30 or something. We'll set that aside. Again, we'll use our pliers to hold on to it so that this way we don't mess that up. Just push it down. This one actually went really, really easily. You can see how I don't even need to hold on to that rod. You see how it just kind of comes off like that. That one melted a little bit, so you may have to just kind of take some of that plastic off of there. So that's what it basically looks like whenever button comes off, obviously. So we're going to do the same thing to the next one, and then I'll show you how to actually put some of the buttons on. This time I won't hold it on as long because it looks like it melted that plastic a little bit too much, but kind of count to about 10. All right, about 10 seconds more or less. And again, we're going to use our pliers to hold on to that rod. We're just going to push down on that button. Be careful to make sure that you don't bend that rod. This one's not wanting to come off so easily. I'm not going to take a chance. So if it's not coming off, don't force it. Again, you don't want to mess up your rods. So I'm just going to put heating element back on here for a little bit. Heat it up. Maybe count to 15 seconds instead of 10. Maybe that'll make it a little bit better, a little easier to come off. All right, try it again. Again, we're gonna hold on to that rod. Trying not to get my arm in the way of this video, but I just kind of push down, and you see how that one just comes off. So I'm gonna kind of come in on this video, show you what it looks like. You see how this one over here looks like that's some of that plastic is still on there, so I'll have to just use a little knife to kind of take some of that off so that this way all of it comes off properly. But you basically just keep doing that over and over and over. Once we get to the end, then you basically just start putting all of your buttons in the design that you want. I'll kind of show you how I put my buttons on. Do that process next. So the buttons I have, again, I got from got by the name of Charlie Piper, and he's a guy that fixes accordions. He's in Midland, Texas area. You'll find him on Facebook. I'm just kind of show this. I'm gonna put some super glue. Some hot glue. I'm actually using hot glue. It's been holding pretty good, so I'm gonna just keep running with it. But basically, just like that. You put a little bit of hot glue on it, and I'm gonna put it on through the bottom here. And you're just basically going to push the button up. Squeeze it a little bit so that it gets to the very bottom of it, and just make sure that it's straight. You may want to kind of look like this to make sure that it's actually straight and level. That's where it's sitting. It's sitting about the same height as this one, so that's good. Seems like it's sitting level, so that's good as well. Let it harden. I'm gonna move on to the next buttons. I'm gonna put the whole row and then show you all how it looks. So what I'm doing here, So you all can see is I'm just checking the alignment on them, seeing if they kind of stick up a little bit. You see this one, it's kind of up a little bit, so just kind of press on it a little bit more. Try to make it line up with the other ones. You see how it's starting to line up a little bit more. But you just kind of want to do that and just check how it is. Make sure that it's lined up properly. You see, so you just kind of want to check the fitment on it. So I'll show you what it's looking like. All right, so that's what it looks like. I'll finish all the rest of them. I'll show what the final product looks like, and hopefully this helps you guys out. case you're wondering what kind of buttons these are, what they look like close up, give you a look here. See how they have that? These are the black ones. See how they have that pearl look? Looks really nice. These here are my gray ones. See here how they have a nice little pearl color to them. All right, guys. So here's the finished product. That's the way it looks. That's all there is to it. Hope this helps you guys out. I know I've been looking for a long time to see how difficult it is or easy it is to switch these buttons out. And as you can see, it's not that difficult. So I highly recommend it. I'll find out exactly what kind of buttons these are, the size and all this kind of stuff, so that this way I can share the information with you guys. But yeah, there it is. And that's how it looks. Does give it a different look, and I love it. I personally love it. I've been wanting to find a video to do this, and hey, it's not that hard. You just have to have the right tools. You should be able to do it without any problems. So if you have any questions, hit like and go ahead and put some comments down there. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to give me a shout. Appreciate it, guys.